Well, our pies are all done, or at least almost all done. So I've taken the berry pie out of the oven. It looks amazing. It smells amazing. The pie bars are also out of the oven. So I've let both of those cool a little bit, because the truth is you can't really cut into pie until it's cooled fully, because if you cut in a little bit too early, what happens is the juices just kind of go everywhere. So you have to wait for the pie to set after you've baked it. So if you've ever done that and noticed that your pie goes everywhere, that's probably why. Pie is easiest cut when warm if you've reheated it. So if you've cooked the pie, let it cool completely, and then warmed it up slightly, and then cut it, you're gonna notice it's gonna hold up a lot better. It's kind of like lasagna that way. So this is the pie bars that I've pulled out, and you can see what a champ the parchment was. It just makes it so easy to pull everything out. So I'm gonna take some scissors and just cut around the parchment just to make it a little prettier, because it isn't the nicest looking thing to have parchment hanging off the side. So the last thing I have to do before my pies are completely done is make the toasted meringue that's gonna go on top of my chocolate silk pie. And this is a step you wanna save until right before you serve it, because if you put the meringue on top and then pop it in the fridge, what happens is the meringue kind of loses its stiffness, it breaks down, so it doesn't have that really amazing texture that you're looking for. However, it is not the end of the world if you choose to do that. It will still be delicious. If you just want the optimal meringue experience, I guess you want to do this right before serving. All right, so to do this, it's pretty simple. I have 3 egg whites, room temperature. It's important that they're room temperature because then you get the most out of the protein, so it's gonna whip up really well. I have 1/8 of a teaspoon of cream of tartar, and that's to help activate the egg whites and really give them some structure. A pinch of salt, so I'm just gonna add that together. There we go. And I'm actually gonna start whisking it now. What I'm looking for is for this to get really nice and frothy and almost coming together. So not quite soft peaks, but almost. Then I'm going to start quickly just drizzling in my 1/4 cup of sugar, just a little bit at a time, and that's going to sort of dissolve into the meringue and whip up really nicely. All right, let's see. Yeah, that looks pretty good. It's very stiff and fluffy and very shiny, which is exactly what I'm looking for. So now the fun part. I'm gonna take this whole thing and just scoop it right on top of the pie. So I'm just gonna try to coat this just over the top of the pie. And then I'm gonna take the back of the spoon and just kind of give it a little bit of energy, a little bit of texture, just like that. And this is because I'm gonna toast it with a butane torch, and that's just gonna really make it go all the way. So if you don't have a butane torch, I mean, I recommend getting one. I love mine, I use it all the time. But if you don't want to get one, you can also use the broiler of your oven. You just have to be really careful using the broiler that you don't accidentally burn the edge of your pie crust. So time to get toasting. And there we go. That looks insane. Oh my gosh. I just love the effect of the toasted meringue on top. So cute. And because it's pie, I can't not. I'm gonna cut off a little slice of the apple pie bar. It looks so good. Just look at that. The fact that I can hold it like this just shows you how well this is baked together. There is no juice, there's nothing dripping out of it. It's completely contained, and that's because I used the right apples, a little bit of flour to bind it together. All right, time to have a bite. That just makes me happy. Additionally, what I love about doing pie bars is I love crust. So you end up getting a lot more crust in bars because it just changes the ratio of fruit to crust a little bit. So if you're a crust fiend like me, you definitely want to try the bars. This is so delicious. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed learning how to make the perfect pie. It's so versatile, so simple, and I really hope that this video inspires you to get out there and really make it your own. Have fun with those ingredients, make them exactly to your palate. Well, thank you so much for watching. I'm Claire Thomas, and watch more of my videos on Good Housekeeping TV.